This is a very common question. You keep on asking me how to come to Canada. You stay with me until the end of this video. Oh my God, my princess. Stay away with me, princess.
The guilty babies. Kaya, here go. The baby really went in a spiky place. Look how big are these.
Is that for me? Thank you, darling. Hey guys, how is everyone out there? My name is Buyucan. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and on today's video, you stay with me. It's because I am going to answer some of your questions, how to come to Canada, okay? So this is a very common question. You keep on asking me, you keep on asking how to come to Canada. You know what, guys? They have so many ways, pathways to come here in Canada. So I came to Canada through an agency. Some people apply to come here in Canada, do it themselves. Mean to say, they go to the Canadian website, Canada.ca, that's the official Canada website here in Canada, and they can apply themselves, you know, and they can find a job. But you know what, it's not easy, okay? It's not easy. I'm just be honest to you guys, it's not easy, but nothing is impossible if you really want to come here in Canada, okay? Anyway, you come to Canada through an agency. You come to Canada by the help of your relatives. If you have a family here who can find you an employer, they can find employer for you. Then you can help them financially to do the processing of your applications, because of course if they find an employer for you here in Canada, they might this employer need LMIA is you need to pay like 1,000 Canadian dollar. And if the government approve this employer to hire you from overseas, you know, there's you need to pay something amount of money. Shh, princess, I'm not playing, okay? It's not all the time it's playing. Okay guys, so you come to Canada through a work permit visa, visitor visa. You come to Canada spousal sponsorship, and that's the easiest, okay? The easiest student visa. Those people who have the money, the investors, they come to Canada and they open a business. Investors, businesses, people. So if you're a person who have money, you want to invest here in Canada, Canada is open for you. It's because you know, it helps for the economy. Family sponsorship, if you're going to sponsor your spouse, your children, or your siblings, you can come to Canada through a caregiver or a nanny, okay? The caregiver is the new pathway, okay, the new program. Hey princess, stop. The caregiver is the home child care pilot program or home support pilot program. So if you are good for taking care of children, you have the experience of taking care of children with disabilities, and yeah, you can apply home child care pilot program. If you are good in taking care of elderly people or people with disabilities, you can apply home support pilot program, okay? That is under caregiver or nanny jobs in Canada, okay? So anyway, shh. Hey princess, can you come here? Shh, shh, shh. Come here. Stop. Shh. Stop. You're good. Shh. You're good, okay? No noisy. Our neighbor doesn't like that. You're okay, baby, okay? You can come to Canada through express entry program. You know, those express entry, these are the skill. If you're a professional in your back home, you have the work experience. Because if you apply that express entry program, you arrive in Canada permanent resident. Some people, they apply independent permanent residence. You arrive here in Canada as a permanent resident, and you have no worry about, because you can go to school anytime you want. You can have those opportunity to have those government benefits, okay? Especially if you have children. Your children is free from school from kindergarten to grade 12, okay? Or you can apply through a refugee. So anyway, those are the type of pathways to come here in Canada, okay? Because some of you guys are keep on asking me, what are the pathways, how to come to Canada, Sarah, okay? You have to look for an agency. If you are not comfortable, you have to try to look for an agency in your country. I don't know what country you are. Try to look for a legit agency who can find an employer for you here in Canada. So many agencies who are connected to different countries and bringing some people here in Canada. But as I said, you have to be very careful because scammers are everywhere. Okay. Yes.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
When we're dancing in the road to the music, people come, and when we're dancing like this and stuff, they're saying yeah, and then they honk and they say they're a good dancer.
And they said, yeah, the people.
Yeah.
My neighborhood is a little noisy because they have some music
We
band.
were dancing and then they heard the music.
Yeah. Asan si ating nyo?
I can do it.
Over there playing.
I can break her ear. You know
God.
that?
Break it.
Yeah, so anyway, disclaimer, I'm not an agency here in Canada. What I am sharing is just based on my own experience, you know. I have so many experience when in terms of caregiver and nannies here in Canada because that's the pathway where I came here in Canada. But I have so many ideas about like people are coming here in Canada too. They have so many pathways, you know. The children sponsor their mom and the dad to come here in Canada, you know. You can sponsor your siblings too, especially if they are under 22 years below. I have so many ideas how to come here in Canada because I saw some of my friends, my neighborhood, my coworkers. I asked them how did they come to Canada, and we share. Some of the people I met, they come here in Canada through a refugee. But if you are applying for a refugees, there's a requirements for that, okay? Especially if you came from a war countries, you know. One more question from you guys, okay? Does consultant facilitate faster visa applicants? Okay, let me tell you this. Doesn't matter you apply to a consultant, immigration lawyers, those agencies, okay, there is no guaranteed, okay, your application will be approved to come here in Canada. The reason why, they are not the one who decide your application to come here in Canada. It's from the immigration officer. They will going to review all your applications, okay? And the only job for those consultant, those immigration agencies, they only guide you guys. They will guide you. They will provide the form that you are going to fill up, what are the requirements you're going to attach, you know, because they base from the immigration websites. You know, if you are very smart enough, you want to save your money, go do it yourself, okay? You don't have to go to the agency. Do it yourself. Do your own research, okay? If you have more time to do your research. But if you don't have time and you have money, just go ahead, go to the agencies, okay? If you work overseas, especially those my co-Filipinos out there who are working different countries in Asia or whatever country you are, sometimes you are work like caregivers or nanny jobs or any kind of jobs, okay? You have your own contract to your employer. You don't have to wait your contract to finish before you apply to come here in Canada, because by the time you want to apply to come here in Canada, it's not enough time, because to come here is not just like 2 months, 3 months, okay? It all depends, okay? So while you are working to your employer, whatever country you are right now, you don't have, and you have a plan to come here in Canada, just apply now, okay? You don't have to wait your contract to be finished before you apply to come here in Canada. By the time it's too late, you go back to Philippines or you go back to Nigeria or Kenya or whatever, okay? And by the time you realize, like, you know, I wish I applied when I was in Saudi Arabia, or I was in Hong Kong or Singapore or Malaysia, something like that, okay? So try to apply while you're waiting for your contract to finish. You never know. If you have your visa to come here in Canada, it's okay to break contract to your employer, you know. At least you have your visa to come here in Canada, okay? And that's what I did when I was in Hong Kong. Another question from Joanna Hulog. I have an employer who wants to hire me. What is the first step? Okay, depends. What is the first step? If you have employer here in Canada, it has to be Canadian or a permanent resident, and it has to be qualified to hire people from overseas, okay? Because they need to apply for LMIA. LMIA, it depends on what type of job they hire you. If they hire you under the caregiver program, they don't need LAMIA. They don't need LMIA, okay? But if they are going to hire you different type of job, let's say carpenter or in a restaurant or in a farm, they need LMIA. The employer need to apply here in Canada first. If the government of Canada approved that employer to hire you from overseas, then that's the time you process your application. You know what, guys, I'm not an agency, so if go and ask some advice from an agency or a consultant. Okay, you have to book an appointment with them, and you need to pay something amount of money to them. Okay, that's how their job. The consultant, they will just give you, okay, they will assess you. You know the job of the consultant, they will assess you. If you're going to ask some question from them, you have to pay money from them. There is not free. You know what I'm doing is free. The only thing you have to do is subscribe me. That's all, guys. Okay, what I'm sharing is free. You go to the agency, you try to go to the consultant, just ask some question from them. You have to book an appointment, and you have to pay them, you know, for something like 100 Canadian dollar. It depends how much they ask you. If you have money, let me tell you this, if you have money, you try to come student visa, because student visa is the easiest. The only thing is you need to have money. You need to have money to come here in Canada. You know, if you're the principal applicant, you can bring your dependent with you, your husband, your wife, your children. They can come to Canada. You know, I have so many videos about that. Oh my goodness sake, I think you guys already tired of listening to me, and that's all I can say, guys. And it's getting dark. It's almost like 8 p.m. now. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you for my next video. Don't forget, subscribe. Okay, subscribe, because if you subscribe me and hit that notification bell, guess what, guys, every time I upload new videos about Canada, you will be notified, and you have some more ideas, you know. And most of the time I upload some family vlogs. I love to show about the mountains here in Alberta, because I'm from Alberta. You know, I love Alberta. Alberta is one of the best province to settle. Calgary is my city, and one of the best city in the whole world. You know, of course, I'm Calgarian, so I have to be very proud for that. You know what? There's a wild cat. I show it to you. That's why my dog is barking. That's a wild cat, and my dog is barking. Shh, princess. Shh, princess. Princess. Princess, come here. Stop that. Come here, baby, come. You guys take care, everyone. God bless. Bye. I'm going inside now. It's getting dark, and mosquitoes are biting me.